Um, hold on. I noticed I got a. The fuck, man? Fucking dogs, man. Fucking annoying motherfuckers. Yeah, I've noticed I've gotten some. The fuck? Shut the fuck up! Bullshit, man. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, that was very psychotic. But no, I've noticed some people didn't understand my last video, and I wasn't necessarily saying that nothing of this guy is online. I was just merely saying that the video I made or the video that I had was it kept coming down. They kept getting it off for no apparent reason, and I didn't change shit or anything. It was just a compilation of the things he said, and I wanted to put that shit out there. I tried it again today and failed miserably. So it's just weird and it's bullshit, and I still don't get it. And then I see his page, and his shit is still up there, but it's weird, man. It's like I don't understand what's going on, with the censorship across the world. Actually, it's um, it's censorship on Facebook, on YouTube, even on Instagram. I've noticed it's everywhere, and I think it's because they're all owned on the same bullshit. But it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that that's pretty much the world that we live in now, and it also makes you hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it also makes you wonder um, about other things. It's like it's not only the censorship that's kind of fucked up, but it's everything around it. And I don't know what people think about this. Maybe they don't. Maybe people worry about what kind of bullshit car they drive, or what kind of vacation they can finally take after this whole COVID thing is over, or you know whatever crap that they're buying, or they're following a show on Netflix, or wondering what any Kardashian is doing, and simply just don't give a fuck. And that is I don't know, sometimes a trip on the type of world that we kind of live on, and the type of world existing that we live on. And it's just trippy. This whole thing. And again, this is not a live session or anything. I think this is also bullshit. I have about 17, no, I'm sorry, that's Instagram. I have about 1,500 subscribers, and when I go live there's like none. And that's also some kind of censorship, or like they're trying to censor my fucking thing, and trying to, like, I don't give a fuck. But again, I'm doing this because I really don't feel like setting up the camera, uploading, and all that bullshit. So I find this a lot easier. I'll just go live, and it tapes, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll just upload it. This is just me, pretty much venting what's on my mind about that particular video that I did. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday. Um, and it's bullshit because I took some hours. I was like probably a good day or two. I was a good day or two busy with this video, and gathering all kinds of information, not only of what he said, in certain things, but also reference, that anything that can contradict his word or anything. It was just a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And so I just want to know, how does YouTube know? Like, do they have somebody that watches the video, or a big team that watches the video and be like, no, fuck it. Or how I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, how do they pick it up? Because they're like literally quotes from this guy's own page. You know what I'm saying? His own page, and it's just fucking crazy. It just fucking boggles my mind, man. Boggles my mind. So I don't know how they do that, or how that works. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me try and change that color. I'm not really feeling that bad. Nope, no, that's like very. What does that look? Blue. Yeah, it kind of looks cool. So yeah, as I was saying, this is, again. Let me recap this video. Like, I don't feel like pulling out the camera right there and taping some video and then uploading it. I find this a lot easier. I can just go live, and then the video is already up there. So basically, what I'm saying is, the censorship that is going on YouTube or anything, because I really feel that there's like this, how do you say, like this cloud on people. And like, I'm interested. I'm really interested in watches. I'm interested in desk setups and all that bullshit. And I see that my news feed is filled with that shit. Because I like one of the two videos, I put it, and I think YouTube is like, it's like a cloud of people just being busy with things and taking your mind off of things that really matter. Like that fucking video that I made. It took 2 fucking days to make that shit. Cross information. People that were against it. It was this whole intricate video on this fucking dude. And YouTube just censored that shit. Like, they didn't even, let it go on. And that's, to me, that is fucking weird. To me, that's telling me something like, hey, there's something very wrong here. Because they allow people, I mentioned this already, but I gotta mention it again. This is just fucking bullshit. They allow people to fucking shake their asses. They allow, I've seen people getting hit by train, all kinds of shit, planes crashing, fucking blowing up. People are dying. So what the fuck? All that shit stays there. Nobody cares. But as soon as you put something that goes against the system and questions WHO and all that bullshit that is going on, then all of a sudden you're the bad guy, and you get strikes and all that bullshit. Like this, for instance, is a good example of what the fuck it is that they're doing with censorship. Like, there's 1,500 people on my channel. Like, the fuck, subscribe to me. I'm subscribed to like a few people. It's not like I'm subscribed to 1,500 people and they subscribe back. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. And when I'm online, there's only, I think I see now there's like 2 people watching. It's okay, because I already said this is not for me to engage into conversations with anybody. This is just for me to tape, and then it will be on this fucking platform as soon as I'm done telling my message. So I don't know if people can even, I see something here like welcome to the live chat, but I don't even know if that is even on. Whatever, man, it doesn't fucking matter. But what matters is the message that I'm trying to say. I'm trying to find out, and I want to know if other people have this problem too. I think they do, but I see a lot of shit that I wanted to do. I see it on there. I see it on the page. Nobody gives a fuck. So what the fuck? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mr. White Glove? Yeah, I'm just rambling on about this whole bullshit, that I have going on here, and it's kind of annoying me. This whole YouTube thing is kind of annoying me, because I'm like, I went like 2 days making this video on this guy, about this whole vaccine bullshit. And as soon as I posted, it doesn't even allow it to go like 20%. Then it already takes it off. Ramble on, brother. So I'm confused as to how it works because there wasn't any keywords or anything, and there's snippets of a video that's already on, and this guy has them on YouTube, and they have like thousands and thousands of views, and it doesn't get taken off from him. So the fuck, I don't know. I think it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, and I'm thinking like YouTube has gotten very emotional bullshit. With censoring people and all that shit. I remember back in the day. I don't know if people were. I was on YouTube like in its very early stages. I went to Holland in 2004, and I think 2005. I don't even remember 2006. I don't remember, but it was when. What's up, David? It was when YouTube was. You had star rating. You didn't have a thumbs up and thumbs down. None of that bullshit. You had like stars. So you get either 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, or 4 star. It doesn't matter. Your shit is not bad. It's just you get a star rating, and let's say if you have enough star rating, you get like an average of stars. So it's not like thumbs down, like fuck everybody hates your shit, and it's like fucking bullshit. But back then, the whole channel layout was different. You didn't have none of this bullshit, community guidelines and strikes and all that bullshit. Like back then, YouTube was really, really cool, man. And it was different. The whole layout of the channel was different, and it was cool. It was really cool. And but yeah, it is what it is. And I don't know if you guys remember. I'm not going off with Dave. I'm just so annoyed. Like this this video I made. I was like 2 days busy with it, and I cut here and I downloaded and I put this thing and I put this whole narrative in there. Voiceover, and YouTube doesn't even allow me to put it, man. And what I'm talking about is of a guy that's on YouTube, and his video doesn't get taken down. So it was like my take on it, not a bullshit. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, YouTube at the start was a lot different. YouTube was very nice. Like I mentioned before, I had a channel which was for RC. You guys see the car there, and I have cars up here and stuff. Like I had cars and I had helicopters, and it was a community of RC. It was ridiculous, and because of the interface and how it was just a whole different world as to how it is now. I thought it was all cat videos. What do you mean cat videos? I'm kind of confused there. Honestly, I wasn't even aware. I thought it was all cat videos. Cat? You mean back then? YouTube in the beginning? No, like I'm talking about like 2007 or 2006. It was a whole different thing. The channel layout and stuff like that. I don't even know if you can still find that shit on Google on like how it was, back then, or how it looked. But I'm wondering if you guys were, if you had like accounts back then, or if you didn't, or if you just recently, got into YouTube or stuff like that. But yeah, man, and it's just crazy. Like it's like totally censorship. People just trying to shut you down. And I told Dave, like a lot of times I just want to quit on this fucking channel because there's like 1,500 or more people on it, and I don't know who the fuck they are. Like they subscribe to me and shit. Like right now I'm doing this live, for instance, and it's like 3 people on. It's so weird. So that I don't know if like YouTube is like censoring it, or I don't know. I still have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. White Glove. Yeah, man. But Oh, by the way, Mr. White Glove, I think your watches are fucking insane, man. They're very, very nice. They're very. You have a very uh, rich collection. It's like you have like a little bit of everything. Are fucked. All channels I've seen have taken a hit on exposure from posting. Yeah, but why is that? I don't understand. Like you would think people want to, they would want every little channel to keep up, getting the views and shit. Like there's always the same big channels and mobile. It's just fucking annoying, man. You know, it's like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like 5,000. That's a lot of people, man. If even if you have 100, sometimes people get very confused about that whole number thing. If you say like I have 100 subs, people be like, "Pfft, whatever, loser." But can you imagine if you're in a stadium with 100 people around you, you will get nervous as fuck. So even 100 people is already a big audience. It's crazy. It's crazy. And right now, like I said, 1,500 and getting no reach. So I don't know what I've done wrong or anything. And like now I know my channel is fucked. Right now it's just fucked because I try to put that and they say like, yeah, you get a community strike. And if you do it again, they will ban my channel. Like they said, like they will ban it. Nothing like you'll get a second warning or anything. They'll just ban it. No, I'll just lose my whole shit. And I think it's fucked because I have a lot of videos on here that I have, excuse me, from like 7 to 8 years ago, or even more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to lose none of that shit. You know what the fuck? But I don't know, man. YouTube is getting I don't know. I enjoy watching everybody's video. I enjoy watching, watch reviews and stuff like that, or how other people do their setups and stuff like that. But as soon as it comes to information about the world and yeah, I'll back up my shit. That's for sure. Just as a precaution, because the bastards might just delete my shit. Fucking assholes, man. Fuck. It's like bullshit, man. And that happened to me before as well. That other channel, the RC channel. It was a channel called The First of My Kind. And out of nowhere, out of no fucking way, I was doing very well. I had a lot of subscribers and the views were like very well because I was doing unboxing, I was doing builds, I was doing all kinds of shit, And then one day, I don't have no fucking idea. I couldn't get in. I think I forgot my password and shit. And I tried it again. I tried it again. Then all of a sudden, I'm not the guy. And then I just gave up. And all of a sudden, the channel doesn't even exist anymore. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I can tell you that. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm just, mumbling here and rambling on about, my discontent of YouTube and how they treat people that, are just trying to put some news out there. Maybe I should just stick to to editing and stuff like that and not trying to, because I'm fascinated by these things. That's the thing. I'm fascinated by things that happen around the world. Like there's this thing, Dave. You're fucking part of it. The all of a sudden Texas just froze. Like that shit never happened, right? And then all of a sudden happened, and right before it happened, something about Texas wanting to be own country or own detached or something. I don't know if that's true, Dave. Can you let me know if that's true? And then all of a sudden, there's like this whole, there's like, it just froze. It's like everything went wrong there. But I don't know. I don't know if that was a bit of a, how do you call that, conspiracy theory. But yeah, if it is, then it's pretty cool. Oh, we lost Dave. But anyways, there was this conspiracy theory about it, about it being wanted to be our own country or some shit like that. And then the government, launches HARP and all that bullshit and pretty much made a fucking shitty weather, froze everything so that, they can come back and depend on the government to fix their shit. I don't know if that's true. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true because I saw it on a post, and then I went and I read on it, and I was like, well, "Fuck." But these are like little things that I'm interested in. I'm all it's because again, people are very they're very okay with what is happening around the world. People are very okay and susceptible about the virus and all that bullshit. Oh yeah, man. Let's not get us started about governments. And like I don't know if you guys are into the whole conspiracy theory or well, actually, it's not really conspiracy anymore because most of the things are just plain out there. You know, but it's crazy. You're driving in the moon wagon going over in Texas style with a drip in the candy paint. Imagine that shit. You got some candy paint and some Cadillac, horn swangers or whatever you call that shit on your hood. But it's interesting. I'm very interested in all that stuff because I think people are getting too comfortable with the government telling them what to do or what not to do. Like this whole coronavirus thing, about people having to stay indoors. Yeah, it's curfew. You got to stay indoors. The fuck? Grown ass man, motherfucker. If I wanted, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then people are saying this shit because of a fucking virus. Fucking bullshit virus. What? People all of a sudden didn't die, don't die anymore from cancer, heart attack, diabetes, STDs, AIDS, or any other fucking illness that can kill you way faster than bullshit COVID. And I say this, but I have people that have died from COVID. I have aunts, uncles, and people have died from COVID. But these people were sick before, man. You know, it's not like they died of COVID. They were fucking sick before. So I think COVID just made it happen a lot faster than it should have been. But this whole thing, and then people being so susceptible, so accepting of people telling them what to do. Oh, you can't come inside. You got to wear a fucking mouth mask. What the fuck? And then people actually doing it, and then people starting to police each other. Like, oh, you're not wearing one. You can't come in and pull out a phone and start taping you and shit. And the fuck, man. Just what is this world coming to? And to me, it's like people are not even aware of that. They don't even care, man. They don't fucking care. They don't care as long as they're just watching their Netflix, series or whatever, and getting their beer on. I'm okay with that. Oh, curfew is over. Oh, that means I can go to the pub and have a beer. All right. Well, fuck that. I've been, hibernating enough. So it's like they take it. And then, when you're about to choke out and you're about to lose your shit, then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, here you go. You can go out. You're allowed to go out. You're allowed to do this shit again. It's crazy. And people are accepting it. Like over here where we fucking live, I think we still have curfew. Like 10 o'clock, everybody has to be indoors. You're outdoors, you get arrested and you get fined $1,000 in your ass. You're walking in the streets, that's $1,000. And you get arrested and you get put on the news too. It's fucking horrible because they got all these little bitch ass reporters and they catch you and they find you, It's the fuck. And it's just over. It's bullshit. But you gotta be okay with it. And most people are. And the scary thing about it is that most people are asking for it. Oh yeah, the numbers are going up. So We need more curfew. Make the curfew even longer. Instead of 10 o'clock, start at 8. What the fuck? You're basically telling the government that you want to stay inside like a little bitch, you know? I don't know, man. Jesus. It went off from censorship all the way to this fucking curfew bullshit. But it's just interesting, you know? These things are, you know, I think about these things. It's interesting because this is going on for some time now already. I made videos last year about the corona update and all bullshit. And when I see those videos, I'm like, what the fuck, Brian? You were kind of a bit of a brainwashed. You know, I was kind of a bit of a brainwashed. Like, you know, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, stay inside. These people. I was talking just like the regular fools that are totally brainwashed now. I haven't gotten sick. I feel strong, like I'm a strong guy, you know. I don't get sick. I've been fucking walking in soup, you know, the supermarkets and all that bullshit where people cough, and I'm here. I didn't die. Getting haircuts and shit. The fuck. So you got all these little assholes, you know. Oh yeah, we have to put down. Fuck. I don't know. It's just interesting, and I don't know what people think about this, or if they even think about it, you know, or what is their take on it? Because it's I don't know, man. Like also the world that we are living on now, the world that we have. If you think about it, it's relatively new, huh? Like this whole world that we have right now is relatively new. We're talking about technology and all that shit. Oh man, you are fucking lucky. Over here, we're still fucking around with masks, man. It's just crazy. You want to go in a restaurant, you gotta, you know what? There's bullshit about this thing that we have right here. It's fucking crazy. No, everybody's, and some people are even profiting off now, fucking selling $300 mask and all that bullshit, fashion items like, you know, that Will I Am and all that asshole. Fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here with your mask, man. That's bullshit. But I was saying, right here, you got to wear a mask when you go inside, and if you don't, you can't go inside. All that bullshit, but it's kind of double because you can't do sports. The gyms are closed, everything. But at the other hand, you have like bars, people sitting on the table and drinking, getting drunk, and you know how it is when people get drunk. They get like, you know, touchy and they start laughing like little bitches, and you know, splattering fucking saliva on other people's face. I mean, that's a fucking splatter right there, if there's such a thing. So, you know, they take away all your ability to get healthy, like a gym, for instance, and other things that, you know, break your immune system, because alcohol does break your immune system. Those things are, that's a go. So that's kind of weird, you know. But of course, in Texas, you don't have anymore because of your president, your awesome Biden president. You know, no more masks. Fucking old asshole. That's another asshole. I mean, the guy, does he even know he's a president? Does he even know that he's like, or has he lost it, or is it a clone? that's what. That's also like some people say, like, you know, Biden died a long time ago. This motherfucker's a clone. Jesus, you also have those things. But as I was saying before, our world is relatively new. Like the whole world of, you know, cars, and then, you know, industry and oil industry, and, you know, technology, you know, being from the 70s, 80s, and then, you know, 90s really booming, then the computer world, technological world, and then it's relatively new. You know, this thing hasn't been around for 200 years like we're emailing people. Nah, man, this shit is relatively new. So I'm like wondering, how long will it maintain itself, you know, before this whole fucking thing tilts? You know, you see things like these movies like Mad Max and all this other bullshit, you know, where civilization is just tilted, and there's no more energy, and people are off the grid and all that bullshit. People are hunting. Like, I really believe that will be our future. I don't think that the technological future will be here for a long time. I think it will tilt eventually. It will have to tilt. I mean, every civilization always comes to an end. So I think this technological, civilization is no different. At least that's the way I see it. I don't know what you guys think. I get looks, but no one has ever gotten in my face about it. Well, probably because you're packing, some heat. You're packing a Glock. Say something, I'll put a fucking cap up in your ass, bitch. You know, I still think that is so awesome, Dave, that you guys have the right to open carry or even concealed. It's like your right. That is so fucking crazy. Like if like I have this, for instance, this is a K-bar knife. Jesus, that's stuck on good. Check this out. This is a K-bar knife. This is a United States Marine Corps knife. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Yeah, there you go. United States Marine Corps knife. If I get, stopped on the street, cops or anything, they'll probably arrest me if I have this shit on me, or to probably take it away, which is fucking bullshit. But this is the heat I could pack. And you guys are over there walking around with fucking loaded guns and shit. I mean, it's crazy, man. That's why I think America is awesome. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right, to do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. If you have land, motherfuckers come in it, you can just shoot them. And, people won't think crazy of you because you were defending your land, your property. You can't do that shit over here. Somebody comes in here, tries to rob me, and I fucking put that K-bar right through his chest. Odds are I'm going to go to jail. That's bullshit. Really? Where are you from then, Mr. White Glove? Also, do you have a name? What is your name? Or should I just keep calling you Mr. White Glove? White Glove. Dave, maybe you should change your name and put your channel to Yoga Hands watches. Because Dave has Yoga Hands gloves. Oh, over you mean over 6 inches of knife? Is that's what you mean? If it's over 6 inches, then it's illegal in America. So if you're walking, that's what you mean? From New York, man. I've been to New York. I think 2 years ago. It was nice, man. I froze my ass off, but it was nice, man. I went all over, and people starting hustling you and shit. But it was nice, man. I really love New York. I always said if I go back, I'll go. In the summertime, then I can probably enjoy it better. But December, that was like brutal, man. It was fucking brutal. I was like up in the rock up there. I'm trying to make a video, and my hands were like this. I couldn't even feel that shit no more, man. It was just fuck up. Maryland. Bo. It's a nice name, Bo. Originally from New York. So you talk with an accent too? Because I never really noticed your accent when you talk in your videos. Yeah, I got a lot. I love the snow. I love the snow. It's the fucking cold. Like I couldn't feel my face. It was so fucking cold. My face just froze. My sister was telling jokes, and I thought I was laughing, but she's like, "Why are you so serious?" And I'm like, "I'm laughing, but I just can't move my fucking face. It just froze and shit." But I went all over, man. I went all over, and it was really nice. It was really nice. The food, and then people are fucking rough. The people, over here, people are nice, because tourism, and where I live, our economy is based on tourism, so people are nice. Be like, hey, how are you? Yeah, welcome. Man, over there, like, get the fuck out of the way, man. But I've lived abroad before, so I'm used to, like, people are in their own world and not giving a fuck. So southern accent. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna look more at your videos and see if I can catch that accent. But yeah, man, it was really nice. And where Dave lives, man, I really want to check out Texas too, man. Texas just seems crazy, crazy, crazy. I got really interested in Texas, way back, like a lot of years back, when I started listening to Paul Wall and all these cats. If I got pissed off, kind of slip into a Bronx type accent. Yeah, I have a cousin that lives in the Bronx. You know, and yeah, their accent is pretty rough, to say the least, especially when they get mad. But yeah, and I was like, I think, yeah, I started listening to Paul Wall and Slim Thugger and Mike Jones, and they're from Texas. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So I started digging around a little bit more. I was like, wow, that's nice. And then I find out that Dave is from Texas. I was like, well, if things ever get normal, if my job also stabilizes and everything gets back to normal, I'm thinking maybe normal things will probably be normal within a year or two, man. I hope. Then I can go and go out in Texas and go to the shooting ranges and shit like that. Up in Maryland, Bo, do you guys can you guys carry guns there? Is it allowed to have open carry or concealed weapons there? Because not everywhere in the states you're allowed to have guns, or are you? I know some places you're not, or you're allowed to have them, but as long as it's locked in your house with the bullets separate in another safe or some shit like that. I'm not really sure about the whole gun policy, or what type of guns you're actually allowed to have. If it's like, because I see sometimes these open carry videos, and people are just walking around with rifles, assault rifles and shit. It's fucking crazy, man. Oh yeah, man, for sure. No, for sure. I'll take you up on that, Dave. When things get normal, and life gets normal here and everything. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna go check that out. So I gotta do that. Oklahoma, everyone can open carry. All depends on state. Yeah, it's crazy. But like how but that's the thing. I always see these videos, and people are exercising their Second Amendment right, and all that shit. Exercising the gun. But you see them walking around with a fucking assault rifle, strapped on their arms and shit, and they're just walking in the street. I mean, do normal people, or do they do this just to get a kick and reactions, and then cop comes and they make a video, or do you literally see some fucking lunatic walking around with a fucking assault rifle, when you're walking down the street? Or how can a cop differentiate someone like that to a person that's just gonna go in the street and shoot up everyone? Like, it's great. I never really understood that. It's crazy. I think it's just insane. Hold on, I think I got an email. You hardly ever see that a cop will show up and you'll check to see if you have a permit. But that's the thing, like in the videos, they do like all this thing, like, yeah, well, I'm just exercising my Second Amendment right. I don't have to show you anything. I don't have to show you anything. So how do they go about it? Really? Just walked with his gun. Hey, what's up, dude? Man, what's up? A Kentucky guy walked into Walmart with his gun on his waist, shopping, perfectly legal. That's crazy, though. Well, how do you feel? Like, do you feel safe? You don't think much about it. I mean, because you never know what's going on inside somebody's head. What if it's like this psychotic guy? He had a bad day, lost his job, and he just goes on a fucking shooting spree. Take care, David. Have a good dinner. What did you get? What did you get? What are you gonna eat? Enjoy your food, man. Dinner about this time? Damn, Dave. You're late dinner, man. You eat late dinner. Well, I wish over here, there will be like, guns and shit like that. I didn't really feel safe, but I have a carry and conceal too. Really? So your gun is like in a holster, but it's like concealed inside your pants. So yeah, I guess you would feel safe. Look at Dave. Look at him. McAllister's Deli. Salad and baked potato. Well, enjoy your salad and baked potato. It's missing a steak, though. I gotta say, it's missing a juicy T-bone steak. That's for sure. But hey, whatever rocks your boat, Dave. And yeah, handguns are different. You see that in New York. Beware. In Kentucky, most people are packing, so nobody thinks much of it. Oh, that's true. For me, I come from somewhere like you don't see guns. You only see guns on cops and shit like that. And of course, people do have guns. The bad guys. But I think it would be so awesome if they would pass a bill here and everybody would have the right to bear arms and stuff like that. People that are, I guess, fit to have arms, so you can just protect your home. Or I feel that I would feel a lot safe if I did have a gun, in my home. If you see somebody coming in trying to do something, horrible, you're fucking packing. You know what I'm saying? You will shoot that shit, and we'll shoot that motherfucker right on sight. But again, like I said, if I would have this is like a K-bar knife. If somebody were to come in my house and I would just stab him, I would go to jail. It's fucking bullshit because our law is under the Dutch law, so we fall under the European agreement. So that's a whole different ball game, and that's just fucking insane. But I think they have that in the states too. Where robbers come in and they fall and break their necks or whatever, or break their arm or whatever, and they would sue the homeowners, and the homeowners would actually pay them money, even though you're the fucking asshole that came inside my house and tried to rob me. So I don't know if that also works like that in the states or not. But man, I think they should have guns here. You break in my house. You break in my house. I think you break in my house, you die. I think that's what you wanted to say. That's crazy though, man. Hey, what's up with you, RC Liftoff? How's the hellies? Are you still are you getting more into helicopters again or drones? Man, look at that. That's the only piece of RC that I got left. That's an XO1, Traxxas XO1 super speed car, and I have this. Hold on, let me show you this. Look at this. This is a Rustler I have. Man, this thing is completely souped up. So it has like the arms, aluminum arms, has caster blocks, aluminum, has like steering blocks, everything. Look at the back. Big brushless motor, all aluminum gear case. I'm only missing tires. So I should get the tires soon. Probably bash that shit around. Yep, you can get sued for that crap unless you're in the stand your ground, stay like VA. Man, I miss RC. Yeah, time to get right back into. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, man. You know what? What the thing? I used to do a lot of helicopters, but helicopters are so expensive, and it crashes. It fucking crashes, and when it crashes, you have to change the main blade. You have to change the main shaft. All one side of the frame broke. So you just gotta buy a whole new frame, a bare bone kit. It gets pretty expensive, man. So I was like, I think I'm gonna jump into cars, and yeah, man, it's a lot easier. I can tell you that. Yeah, man. I have this one for about, I think I have had this for 4 years now. Four. So check that out. Bash the shit out of this. Like I really just bashed it like crazy, and it's still going strong. The only thing that pretty much went to shit were the tires. So, oh, nitro, man, that's nice. I'm not allowed to drive nitros because of my wife. Can't say that too loud because I'll get I'll get in trouble. Okay, so I was you. Yeah, of course. I think nitros are very very nice. I think it's the sound and the tuning because if you have a nitro engine tuned in like nicely, that thing is just one pull and that goes nicely. Yeah, I had a few nitros and my wife was like, yeah, it smells like shit in here and it smells like a fucking garage and everything, your hands are dirty and the fuck, man. So yeah, I had to go with the lipo. so, so I went with the lipo, but I miss it, man. I miss it. Like I was like very busy, the last year, but you got to make time for hobbies, man. You got to make times for hobby, and you got to have fun because and the thing people say like, oh, that's kid stuff. Fuck out of here, man. It's not kid stuff. Tell me what to do. If I want to play, we know play. If I want if I want to do with these things, I'll do with these things, have fun. The fuck out of here, man. But now that I've taken this down, I remember I gotta make that order for the tires. So I can start bashing the shit out of this again. It's been a while, man. What kind of nitros did you have, Bo? Did you have like yeah, lipo is a lot faster. Like that shit over there. This, jeez. Look at this. Look at the big ass. I don't know if you can really see the motor, how big it is. But let me put an SD card next to it so you guys can see it. Like this is an SD card. How big that shit is. I mean, the thing's huge. But this car is fast as fuck, man. 100 miles. 100 miles. Like, no cap. Goes really fast. It went so fast, the body just came off and like tore to shreds. So that's why it doesn't have any body on it. But yeah, lipo's a lot faster. But I think people that do nitro, they don't care that the nitro is maybe slower or not. I think it's more about the sound and the tuning of the engine and how much fucking noise it makes. Like, because I have a friend, he's into nitros and that shit is loud as fuck, man. HPI RS4, all I'm meaning for my main. Oh, nice, man. Nice. The HPI Savage. I had a Savage, I think. It was like big, and the chassis on both sides. Man, those things were awesome. And I feel like shit that I had to give it away. Yeah, to go 100 miles, man. Fucking crazy. And went so fast, hit a rock and it just flipped. I had it in a parking lot, like a huge ass parking lot. So that's crazy, man. But yeah, it gets kind of boring because the fuck, you're gonna do laps at 100 miles, and it's not even. It's just one sprint and that was it. It is fucking awesome. So, but are you gonna get back into RC cars then, Bo? Or be thinking like maybe one day or not? Because I see you're like very much into watches now, or not now. I mean, that's what your channel is about. And again, man, you have nice watches. You have some weird ass watches that I even know existed, but they're like beautiful. The phase and everything. And I think your channel is so underrated because you do like all these reviews, and it's like very in depth. Like you're explaining and you're like going so close to the watch, and I think by now your channel should have picked up already. It's crazy. See something here. Maybe everyone I know still has electric. I think I may get into motorcycles. You mean electric, like electric cars? And motorcycles, you mean like real motorcycle? Oh yeah, man. Competitions of RC. I mean, I've seen some, and I've seen like the dragsters. I don't know if you guys know about this dude named Boragel. I mean, this guy is insane. Everything he does is fucking nitro. He calls them brap or something like that. Don't I really expect anyone to watch? Yeah, I know the feeling, but when they do, it's nice. Yeah, it is. No, but again, man, I really like your stuff. It's very nice, very sharp, and I think it will pick up. It will pick up. Just give it some time. It will pick up. Because if you're consistent enough with it, it will go out there. It will go out there. Like me, I'm not consistent. I put like all the random shit. I put a watch, then I put a car, then I put editing, then I put conspiracy theories, and I think that's why my shit is not it's not out there or picking up because it's like all over the place. And RC Liftoff, I have seen the dragsters on YouTube. I don't know, or the off road, even the drifting ones. I think are fucking amazing. It's so cool. Like some people drift these things so like realistic. It's crazy. It's amazing. But dude, you didn't answer me. Are you still flying? RC Liftoff. I'm gonna search you right now. Actually, RC Liftoff. Mm, Yeah, real motorcycle. I haven't had one for 20 years. Thanks, bud. Oh, what shall they give effects? And we want to review. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know what is crazy though? Like I've never really gotten anybody to like send me shit, and just the other day, just the other day, like a month ago, I got an email saying, yo, we're a company, and we saw your channel and it was awesome, and we would like to send you some stuff so you can review. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I thought they were fake. So I go to their Instagram, which is a verified Instagram because it has the blue check mark. and I'd be like, "Yo, somebody just emailed me with your name and saying that they want me to review. Is this real?" And they're like, "Yeah, I emailed you, so it's real." I'm like, "Whoa, okay," because I'm like a small, insignificant channel. The fuck. Like, no, 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 we really do like your stuff, the way you edit, and it's nice, and we would like you to do a review. And so they send me three paintings, but they're like dope paintings, like that, really goes well with my room. But it didn't go through, and then they send them again, and then it did go through, and now they're here, but I gotta pick them up next week. It cost me about $200 to get them out. So it wasn't really free, because they're like, yeah, you can keep them, do your review, and it's free. It wasn't free. I paid $200 to get these things out. But it is nice, when people say like, hey, yo, can you review this for me and stuff, you know. A DX8. You know which DX8 is great? The black one. Oh man. Yeah, I really miss flying sometimes. I'm watching your channel now, man. The fuck? I also subscribe to you. Why does it keep popping out? The 470 helicopter here, dude. It's fucking nice, man. If I can get this one, I'll be happy.
In my little test flight, this would have been over.
Import fees, yeah, import, because I get my things shipped. Like when I buy things from Amazon and stuff like that, I get them shipped to address to a shipping address I have in Miami. So everything that I have gets shipped to Miami, and then from Miami it gets shipped over here. But that shit costs money. So yeah, it's $200 just to get 6 fucking paintings out. Yeah, it's kind of, but it is what it is. It's all right. I'm gonna do the review on it and stuff like that. And so Don, the last video you had was 8 months ago. So you've been down with your transmitter for 8 months. Yeah, it does suck, man. Bo, it sucks a lot, because you know what sucks? I buy this thing from Amazon, maybe it's like $10. And when it gets here, I gotta pay $30 to get it out. I mean, where's the logic in that shit? So, sometimes the things that I order, I really have to like think twice, like if it's really worth it, like I really need it and stuff like that. Everything that you see here, online, computer online, keyboard online, RC car online, everything is online, because they don't sell these things over here. And if they do, they sure as hell wouldn't sell them the same price as they would on Amazon. I can tell you that. So, like for instance, if like this is a Sony lens, this costs about $300. If they were to sell it here, I would have to buy it for $700. I mean, where the fuck is the logic in that shit? But so I just get it online. I'll pay a little fee, to get it back here. It will be probably around 500. So I still save a little bit of money, but it's the little things that are just ridiculous. Like this body right here. I think this was like $30 or something like that. And when it got here, I had to pay $30 to get it out. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Oh yeah. Well, where are you at? Where are you at? That it's cold. Wait a minute. Wait. You said already where are you at? You said Oklahoma. No. That's Kentucky. Kentucky. So it's cold in Kentucky. Man, I love the cold, man. I do. Because when I lived in the Netherlands, man, I love the cold, man. Because it was like different seasons, and especially when it was like wintertime, like hibernating inside and shit. Then all of a sudden, I break out, a few kits, and I start, building my shit for the summer. I think those were like nice days, and I'm talking about this was like in 2007, 2008, and that was like right about that era where everybody was still fucking around with E-skies or belt, E-sky belt, CP, and fly bar pedals and all that shit. People were flying their Blade 400, or people would buy their Copter X 450 clone V2, and they would like soup it up with Align canopy and Align blades and shit like that. HK hobby, the frame, the 450 frame, the 500 frame. That was like a different era, man. As to now, the helicopter thing is just like fly barless and this and that, and but that, I don't know, I kind of miss that feel, that vibe, and it was that time that I met Wicked Clown Don. I don't know if you remember him. um you know Tom. And Tom used to do a lot of videos together with Escobar. You had Escobar, you had TNT Neon, you had Slobber, Night Flyer, all these great cats, man. George Jungle, all these great cats making videos and reviews and stuff like that. You had Banana Hobby, man. All these cool guys, man. I remember spending hours watching that shit on YouTube, man. It was just it was a different era then, for RC hobby. Yeah, well, that's for sure. It's warming up, so by the end of May, I'll send it to Spectrum to get it fixed. Yeah, well, you should, should get it fixed. Yeah, Dudley passed away, man. He passed away. He had a pancreatic cancer. Oh man, that's fucked up, man. His last video was he was in the hospital or something, and he was watching. It was 4th of July, so he was watching the thing. He's like, "Happy New Year, everyone." It's like, "Oh no, I'm happy 4th." And it was like so heartbreaking, man. I remember his family reached out to me if I can like send anything, and yeah, it it's so sad, because if you look, the guy was like always, he was like kind of obsessed, with RC, he's there, with his helicopters, his big 500, his big 700, and he's always beefing with people online. But yeah, man, he passed away. I think he passed away for 3 years now already. If not, let me see. Let me check it out. Uh, Clown. Let's see, Ricky Clown. He passed away. Let me see. 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago, 2017. Oh man, that sucks, man. So yeah, that was like his last video. You know what I think is cool about him though, even on his deathbed, like he's in the hospital, he has like all these little things, his little drone, and he's still fucking around with the hobby. He was like so much into it, and yeah, man. It's just sad, But again, his videos were so cool because I remember stumbling on his videos. I don't know how you got into RC, Don, but I I was about to get married. That was in 2009 or eight. No, no, that was in 2007. No, I'm lying. Six. Fuck, I don't remember. That's a shitty thing that I don't want to remember. But it was around that time, and I went into a toy store with my little nephew, and he saw a little Chinook. I don't know if you know the Chinook, the one with the two blades. It's like a military Chinook, and it was a 3-channel helicopter. I bought that shit. I got so fucking sucked into that flying that shit around. And then I went on YouTube. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I went on YouTube, and then I saw people actually buying four channel ones, upgrading it with metal parts and all that shit. And I was like, wow, it's a whole other world. And then I saw my first RC helicopter flying upside down, and it was the E Sky Belt, the yellow one. And the guy was just flying that shit around, doing all kinds of crazy shit. And I was like, wow, I need to get this shit like right now. And then I got it, crashed it the same day. But it was I don't know, it was like this instant addiction. That's the best I can describe. It's like this instant addiction that you got, for the hobby. And having the need for your helicopters always to be fly ready. Just like the cars, they got to be run, ready to run. You can't have it, broken and shit on the shelf. It's gotta be working. Yeah, exactly. This guy always helped people. He always did. That's true. 100%. You're right about that, Don. He I remember once I had a 450, and it was what was it again? It was a piece of tail, the tail assembly was not working, and I didn't have that piece of part. I didn't have that part. So he's like, yo, why aren't you flying the 450? I'm like, oh man, I just got back here and there aren't any hobby shops here, and that thing is like $5. And if I need to order it, it's gonna be so much money, blah blah. At the end of the day, he just asked me for my address, and he shipped one out to me. And that was like the nicest thing, man. I was like, what fuck? Okay, well, cool, man. 6 months building a beautiful DC-10, fly for the first time, crashed it within seconds, and my instantly. Yeah, I know. That can be very discouraging to me. Like I said, I bought the helicopter, was so impressed by it, and I actually didn't even fly it. I broke it right off the box. It was like in the box, and I just broke it. Also live right next to Camp David, so I had to drive a long way to be able to fly. I'd get arrested real quick if you knew flying over there. Oh yeah, that's some. Yeah, you really need places to fly that shit. Planes, helicopter, you can hover in your backyard, but a plane, yeah, you need space to get that shit around. That's crazy. I like planes, but I like looking at them, and I think they're nice. But it's although planes might seem easier to fly, you still need to have like that three-dimensional thing, where you got to bring it in and all that shit, and wind factor and all that stuff. As to a helicopter, you just wheel that shit right in, put it down. But a plane is more. I think planes are difficult. Exactly. Me too, man. Don, it was a little bullshit Chinook, three fucking channel, and I was hooked on that shit. Little helicopter coaxial. And from that little Chinook, I went and I had I don't know if you remember the Havocs. They're like little three channel Havoc, helicopters like this. I got that one, and then I got a four channel coaxial Llama, eSky Llama V2, and a Llama. Soup that shit up with the purple metal, upgrades and all that shit. Yeah, man, it's crazy, fucking crazy, man. But it was just such a vibe, man. It was such a vibe. It was a good vibe, and like this is where YouTube is different now, Bo. Is as to back then, that was like a community, and like right now you have a watch community. Everybody's like, they're into your watches, and yeah, that's a very nice watch. They comment, and yeah, it's cool. But back then, it was like more than that. You had like Skype sessions, and people would like, yeah, talk, and they would send each other shit, and they would, feature you on their channel, and they would share it around, and you will get views because, and then people will be like, yeah, it was cool because this and this. It was like such a tight ass community, and I think the interface of YouTube was different back then, so it was like more easy, where people can just be connected and shit. Say Mojilos fumbled one of the big ones. Seriously though, they're in Apache checking out my house within a few minutes. Really, man? It's that crazy? But what would you get arrested, Bo? It's like if we just fuck around with a drone or something, like let's say they would really come over and like just haul your ass to jail. That's crazy. But Don, do you still follow those other guys on YouTube, like TNT Neon or George? Do they still do things, or did that community of helicopter, doesn't it really exist anymore? Not as much these days. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess people do move on, with the hobby, or you know, and yeah, maybe work or whatever. Really, you felt that too? Me too, man. It's strange because it's like he was my go-to. You know what I'm saying? He was like my go-to for RC helicopter like content. I would just go and I'll be like, okay, let me see what WWC posted on today. He was always working on some fucking helicopter, crashed in his backyard, or if he's not beefing with Escobar, it was very entertaining as well. Not only was it cool with helicopters, but it was entertaining as well. But then he died, you're right. And then, things kind of like broke off from there. There are roads you don't drive down. Soldiers. Wow. Soldiers will be coming out of the woods with guns. You can always tell when the president is coming because Apaches and Black Hogs start circling. Wow. But are you that close then that you're still within legal right, to own a house there, obviously, because if it was really that much of a problem, they would just, how do you say, make the area bigger, and or the government could just buy the houses so they know it's a safe environment, or how does that work? Like you live like literally next to it. Must be annoying though, because people will be like, always, if you have like a party and a lot of cars and shit, people will be like, yeah, what's this activity right here? And, suspicious activity, or it's not really that bad. Hey Don, I'm on this channel now. I think I'm gonna put some coffee on, and I'm gonna just check out his videos for old time's sakes. Just check it out. See, he has a lot of good videos, man, and he was a master at K bar bullshit. He put that shit even on the 700, the K bar, and I see that you, Don, are using the K bar as well, or on your last video 8 months ago, the 750, the 470L, and you said it's a bad K bar. He could have helped you there, man, because this guy was a wizard on K bar. Nobody wanted to use K bar. He had K bar on all his helis. Take care, Don. I'm gonna see you. Enjoy your weekend and hope you get flying soon, man. Hope you get flying soon. Gonna head off too. Bo, you have a great night too, man. And we'll chat some little bit more later on. Thanks for checking out the video and listening to my bickering about the initial topic, which was YouTube being like a little bitch and just trying to shut people down with content. Yeah, man. Later, brother. I'm gonna get some food too. So you guys take care, man, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Peace out.